Hi. I'm going to reflect on the mental model of the circle of competence. This is a model that I believe Warren Buffett developed, and it's understanding that you have areas in which you're strong in which you're competent, and you see those as circles. And those circles are have a limit to them, right? So you need to know the level of your competence and where it ends. And there are also circles that can grow. So if you're passionate or interested about something and you're learning, you can extend that circle. And so what I thought about this when it came to education, I mean, obviously as a teacher, the more you think about the different competencies that you need to be effective, that starts stressing you out a little bit. And then you start thinking about your own competencies and which ones you want to focus on and grow. And I always kind of think about like athletes, and they get the summer off or they get the off season. They always work on something. They work on a move. Michael Jordan was always very famous for that. Like, one year he came back, he was able to shoot 3-pointers. Next year he came back, he had a low post move. So it's like using that off time to focus on getting better at a specific skill or a specific competence. And I was kind of thinking about that as an educator, is specifically with my summers. What should I be focusing on? What competence should I focus on and develop? Like last summer, I started getting involved in the brain and kind of researching and learning about that more. And so it's kind of that thought of using those summers to kind of bolster my competence. The other part of this, I think, too, is like you think about students, they all have differing circles of competences, and how do you leverage those inside the classroom to have them have ownership over that and share that and be the expert and kind of go from there and give that knowledge to the kids. I have not tried that yet, but it's something I do keep in mind. And another thing I want to try with my grade level team specifically next year is this idea of, kind of listing your own competencies and figuring out which ones you're most comfortable with, which ones kind of are your expertise, and sharing that with your team and making sure to bring in those competencies into the team meeting, just kind of like I was talking with the students in the classroom. And it's learning from one another and kind of starting from that idea of, here are the areas where I feel extremely competent and that I've grown over the summer. And I want to focus on this year to share my learning and learn more about. And if we get into that, and if I try that, then I'll definitely share my thoughts on that. But that's kind of where I am with Circle of Competence. Thanks.